is love?
What 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 is love?
And is Schoolies really the place to find it? If you've been living under a rock and don't know what Schoolies is, it's where 17 and 18-year-olds who just graduated high school go to celebrate leaving school. The common saying is, what happens at Schoolies stays at Schoolies. So I'm sure you can imagine that this event, which goes for a week, is rife with alcohol, drugs, and of course, the hookup culture. And into the midst of this chaos, a team of 20-somethings go on a mission called Beach Outreach to have simple yet profound conversations with these young guys and girls about authentic love, in stark contrast with the culture of hookups, one-night stands, and promiscuity. What do I mean by authentic love, and how does that apply to sexual or romantic relationships? Well, my family and I fanged it down to the Gold Coast to find out a bit more about how successful Beach Outreach 2018 had been so far. Keep watching here and you might learn something.
Alright, so I was on the beach, right, and we came across these three girls. They happened to be recently doing a cheerleading competition, and we thought, okay, we'll go have a chat.
Girls, like, what do you think love is? And they're like, like respecting the other person.
One of the best experiences I've had here at Beach Outreach so far is it was over 2 hour conversation that I had with 4 girls.
It really sort of cracked open the issue of what real love is, and they both sort of opened up about how they were sort of fed up with the culture, or like the hookup culture, and the way that it sort of encourages people to be used.
They were from Sydney and they're telling us about their opinions on love. At first they were a bit sceptical when we came up to them, and we're just asking them what they thought of love and what they thought of the general culture at Schoolies. And at first they were talking about hookup culture, and they were saying that they thought it was pretty fine, pretty acceptable, as long as it's mutual, as well as both people feel like they know what they're going in for.
It started raining, so the beaches were a bit, there weren't so many people on the beaches, so I went to a store. I was like, oh, I'll go buy a skirt. So I bought a skirt, was talking to the lady at the cash register. I was like, oh, she looked really down, and I thought, oh, just have a chat.
One of the girls popped up and said, look, my parents have been together for 30 years, and I think the thing which keeps them together is the fact that they really make time for each other. Like, she said that one of them has like a full-term career, which is actually in a different state, but they still spend time to go between the different states in order to like just spend time together. And whenever they're together, they just like a really cute couple who just they just seem like joined at the hip.
We asked them what they thought about hookup culture, and how men seem to be treating women these days. And they were like, oh my goodness, it's so terrible. Like, but like, what else really is there?
It's like their entire lives. They've heard lies about love and about what it is to be loved and about their own worth.
One of them had a boyfriend, and they were sort of like, at the end of the conversation, they're like, wow, like, it really inspired me to live this, to do this thing fully, and to really push myself a little bit further.
We went on to talk about relationships and the value of committed relationships, and how committed relationships recognise the dignity of the person.
And we decided to ask her the question, what is love? And she's like, oh, well, I'm actually engaged, so.
I was actually just like a whole face it up.
By the end of it, we're like, wow, you really changed the way that I think about how I deserve to be treated. And I'm going to take that back to my relationship at home back in Sydney, and I'm going to talk to my boyfriend about that. That was pretty powerful.
There's just a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, not just from this conversation, but all the conversations that I've had.
Body language and how love and kissing and sex are an expression of love, and that they're only really an expression of true love when they're done in the correct context.
What about the other person before yourself? And they're like, oh, I've never really thought of it like in that way before.
A couple of other girls from Schoolies came to the cash register, and we're like, oh, we asked them, what is love? And they're like, oh, I haven't even thought about that before.
By the end of the conversation, they were talking, and where originally they'd said they thought hookup culture was fine and sex, one night stand was fine, they ended up completely changing, and they're like, oh, yeah, I don't think I deserve something like someone to just hook up with me and leave.
It's so rare to come across guys that are willing to go for themselves. Like, yes, really just affirming them that
there are guys out there that are willing to love them. So that was really, really amazing to have a real heart-to-heart with these girls.
Do you think love is sacrifice? And she thought that love was.
One thing she said, like, she's like, oh, love is compromise, and then I sort of reframed that, like, oh, so like, think love's sacrifice. She's like, no, like, sacrifice, like, she should never change herself for another person. But then she described, changing herself, not changing herself, but like a healthy amount of sacrifice in a relationship, but she just called it compromise. And it was so interesting talking to her, and then she said, like, like the problem with relationships today is that nobody sticks it out. Like everybody just gives up way too easily. And it was so beautiful because she was just like, no, like, and then I said, yeah, like marriage vows, like it's a shame now that people promise to live forever with this person and they don't really mean it. And she's like, yes. And I think it was just a really beautiful opportunity for each of us to affirm the other. And being like, yeah, like real love exists and it's hard.
And she felt really confirmed in her love, and that, oh yes, there are other people out there as well that think the same way.
Guys, I've been involved with Beach Outreach a little bit over the past 4 years that it's been going on, and it's honestly mind-blowing that young people who have never even experienced real love in their life, let alone had it defined correctly as willing what's best for the other, as total self-donation, as unconditional, as pure yet vivifying, are really and truly drawn to live this out. They know in their hearts that sex has a deeper meaning, that it speaks a language of commitment and avowal whether we like it or not. They know they are capable of something greater, far greater than what our confused, logically incoherent postmodern culture offers them. And I don't know about you, but I think that's bloody awesome.
Everything to make sure that other person becomes something better.
Love is willing the good of the other person, even when you don't feel like it, when it's really, really hard, but just because you want the best from them. Love is giving somebody a kind word, even when you don't feel like it or you don't want to, you're angry at them, but doing it anyway. I would say love is sacrifice.
Love is knowing someone fully, the good things about them, but also their flaws, and still persisting to love and care for them.
Love is giving of yourself for the sake of the other person.
I reckon love is going out of your way to bring joy to another person.
Thanks everybody for watching this video. Please give it a like, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel Learn to Do Life if you haven't yet, and hit the bell icon so that you'll get a notification every time we put a video out. Also, if you're interested in Beach Outreach and what I've been talking about in this video, then please check out the Culture Project Australia. All their social media links and their website and any other contact details will be linked in the description below. See you later.